How you doing, everybody? Welcome to my channel. This is the Basketball Wives. I think it's season 12 or 13, episode 9 review, the most recent one, the one that did last night. I'm gonna go ahead and post the accurate season and episode in the title box below. I'm so mad. Like, there's so much that happened in this episode. I don't really know, like, I have to piece my thoughts together because I'm pissed and I'm gonna go off on several people in this franchise after watching this episode. And I'm hoping this might be an unpopular opinion for some of you. Some of you might be on the same page as me, but we'll find out as I keep going. And go ahead and leave your comments, like, subscribe, ring notification bell, and let me know what y'all think if we're on the same page once I'm done. But before I get started, those of you who follow me in the last few videos know that I do day trading on the side. This is my side thing that I do to make money. And I have a book about it called How to Start Day Trading with Just $100. Some of you already purchased the book, and I let you guys know that if you purchase it on payhip.com, that's the digital downloadable copy. Let me know if there's another book that you're interested in, whether it's The Voices of the Soul, because you want to know about prayers you can pray, whether it's, my other book, From Dream to Deed, a Real Talk Guide for first time home buyers. If you want to know everything about buying a book, or if you're struggling with baby daddy, baby mama, divorce situation, and co-parenting is something that you're having an issue with, hopefully the light sees this clearly. I have other books called Co-Parenting After the Break. If you're interested in another copy of another book and you purchase a day trading one, or any of them for that matter, let me know. I can go ahead and give you a digital copy of the other one so you can take a look. There's a saying that if you want to hide information from people, put it in a book, because people don't like to read nowadays. They just don't. And it kind of hurts you when you're trying to learn something that could be good for you. Somebody also asked if I can do a course about it, like a Zoom course. You can do that if you want an individual course where you can just teach you how to do it myself. It takes a couple courses. There's a lot of information that I would like to give you for you to be successful at it. Go ahead and go to the other link, the icslifecoaching.com, and make an appointment with under the entrepreneurship coaching, and we can meet up there, and I can do my best to teach you and let you know everything you need to know if you just don't want to read the book. And if you just don't want to, then we can go from there. But if you're interested in learning how to hustle that way, I can teach you how to do it and how I make my money on a daily basis. So go ahead and check it out. Now let's get into this situation. So let's just break up the scenes and what happened in this particular episode, right? So we start off with, I may be out of line in timeline wise, but there's several conversations I want you guys to understand before we get to their Hawaii trip and all hell breaks loose in that little situation there. So we have Denise and meeting up with Chantel, and she lets Chantel know that she now has a different opinion about Evelyn, that she now sees Evelyn's true colors. And they're asking her how she landed on that conclusion. And I don't remember if Ty was there in that particular conversation, but Denise and Chantel is the only two people I remember for sure in this particular scene, because Denise says that after Ty took the bone to Evelyn, letting her know that Jackie said something about her daughter, that there's something that she knows about Shanice, but she's not going to reveal it. She's going to carry that bone. Evelyn now wants to go and get some other dirt in return to go and throw back at Jackie's face if she says something about Shanice to her. And in a way of her getting that dirt, she calls Denise, and she starts picking Denise's brain to see if there's some juice or some tea that she knows about Chantel that she's willing to share. And if y'all have been watching my reviews and following, I told you guys in the past review that Evelyn is not Chantel's friend. That the only reason she's talking about we all love her and we all want the best for her, and that if she never speaks to her mother again, is because she has a problem with Jackie specifically, and she's going to use Chantel to extract information about her life, her family, her mother, so she can throw it in Jackie's face as a dart when it's convenient for her. Now, this is Evelyn we're talking about. The lady that talked about she got baptized when people were calling her racist and stuff a few seasons ago. She got baptized in some bleach and said that she got baptized in one holy water, because none of that affected her in her life, because she's still the same person. And Denise is sharing this, that she also had somebody else on call. I don't know if she had Brittany on call, but she was basically calling people to try and dig up dirt about Chantel because of what she felt like Jackie might know about Shanice. which tells me that there is some other tea that they could have used to spearhead this season about Shawnee's, about Evelyn, that Evelyn does not want to be told, which is why she's fixating so much on this supposed drama between Chantel and Jackie that Chantel keeps creating because she's on the show. That's scene one that pissed me off because one, I want to know what Evelyn was digging for and what she's trying to hide. Two, Denise has now seen, I guess she got the wool pulled over her eyes. She now sees that Evelyn's intention is not good. Then we get to, and then Chantel, who's been over here at Evelyn's house, excuse me, hanging out with her daughter. I'm not feeling too well. Um, spending time with them, carrying her babies, running her mouth about her mother and telling all her business to this family that don't give a fuck about her and her own, is now realizing that the only reason that she wanted to hear about your business in the first place because she don't like your ass or your mom. She wants to use it and have ammunition for your mom when your mom and her go at it. That's all it is. So Chantel, you are stupid. That's just what it is. You are dumb for somebody that's coming on this show thinking that you're about to be friends with women that have been around your mom for a long time and has done crazy stuff to her on the show. Like, there's no way. And that's the person you gravitate to. Then we get to another scene I want to talk about. This scene is specifically with Ty and Evelyn, which is why I feel like Ty was also in the meeting I just discussed between Denise and Chantel. That's the third party, I think, because in this particular interaction, Ty is talking to Evelyn, and Ty is telling Evelyn that Denise has now brought up the conversation that her and Evelyn had on the phone, where Evelyn was calling her in a haste because Evelyn is now panicking. She's panicking about what Jackie might know. So she wanted to cover her ass on the show. So she now called Denise, thinking Denise would keep her secret and be subtle about it. But Denise told Denise told. This is what this woman was trying to do. So Ty is now relaying it to Evelyn, and Ty is also dumb. She's acting like a dumbass, like she's not really seeing things that are in her face. So Ty's talking to Evelyn, and she's saying, Denise brought this bone to us and relayed this information to us that when I told you that Jackie could potentially have something that she's carrying on your daughter, that you call her and started digging and wanted to pick her brain to see if there's something about Chantel, the girl you love so much, and you said that you care about so much, that you got her best interest at heart, that you want her mom to take accountability, but you were now trying to find dirt on her to throw back in her mom's face. But you don't give a damn. Evelyn is caught up. She's tongue-tied. She don't know what to say. She's been caught because Denise told. She's sitting up there lying in Ty's face. You know what? That didn't happen like that. It's this, and the third. Bitch, we know you did it. You did that. That's exactly what you did. Denise did not misinterpret this conversation. She got exactly what she got out of it because it makes sense. You were scared about what Jackie might say about your child, and you wanted to have something else to deflect to make sure that you're not in a hot seat. So you panic and you call several people, try and dig up dirt about Chantel, the girl you love so much, and it backfired in your face. Now you look dumb. So Evelyn's like, I'm going to need to have a separate conversation with Chantel in private to cover her ass and to do damage control. Why not have the conversation in public, in the group, like all you guys are expecting Brandi to do after Brandi told her to stay in the child's place? She's supposed to apologize publicly. Well, bitch, you need to go and apologize publicly because now you done caught up. Your mouth has got you in trouble. Then there's the next scene that we're going to talk about. This scene is with Ming and I don't know if it was Brandi and Jennifer. There's a scene where Ming is inviting several people to Hawaii. And Ming is letting people know that she's not sure if Chantel is going to come because of the drama Chantel has created with Jackie that apparently didn't exist before the show. And so she's hoping that things will go well at this Hawaii trip that she's planning because of all the drama that's happening. The group is divided, right? Divided now. We get to this other scene where we have the own division. Now we got Chantel, who we haven't seen in the group setting yet for some time now. We got Brittany, the aspiring Muslim, but not quite. Then we got Denise. This three girls has now created a dumbass trio, the trio of the stupid people. And I say it because it's the truth. One, because Brittany has an imagined beef with Jackie that she created that we still don't know why you're beefing with somebody that ain't your mama, that you don't know, that you would have never talked to if it wasn't for this show. You're creating a problem. And her own ridiculous rhetoric and what she's saying in her confessionals because I had a toxic mom. And so I sided with Chantel. Chantel is a real bitch. She's real. I said she's a real manipulative person. She's very real in that regard. She's really that. Clearly, we've seen it. She takes some characteristics from her mom. She's doing the exact same thing she don't like her mom doing. But Brittany says that she rides or dies with Chantel. Denise and Brittany are now discussing the conversation with Evelyn with Chantel, and Chantel is looking like Boo Boo the Fool. Because now she's like, what? She's calling to find out dirt about me? Yes, bitch. The girl that you were over here talking shit about your mom to, airing out all your family business to, and now realizing that you just gonna, the same way she'll kick your mom, she'll stab your mom in the back, she's gonna stab you in the back, and y'all ain't friends. Yes, girl. Yes. But in this conversation, they're calling themselves the big three, right? The big three, whatever. I don't know what kind of threat they think they can bring, but Chantel says that her court case has been settled with the father of her child. She's permitted to now leave and move from, I don't know if it's Arizona or where she's at, to Los Angeles. That was what they were going to court about. Now, what keeps bothering me with Chantel's dumbass is Chantel says in this same confessional that her mom knew about the court case she's been fighting and that her mom knows what she's going through, but her mom is not being supportive. But didn't you just tell us that you blocked your mom and you haven't talked to your mom and that she's going to stay blocked and that you haven't seen her to discuss this drama that you created on TV, but you want her to support you? How? She can't even contact you. This is what's pissing me off, and this is what making me, I'm trying to control my mouth because I know how reckless it can be, and because I don't know this person personally, I don't want to say too much. I only have to judge based on what we're seeing on the reality TV show. And part of me is telling myself maybe this is just a storyline, it's not real, it's fake. But considering the rhetoric that's going on the internet between her, Takari, her mom, and everything that's going on with that Christie family, I cannot say that this is just for show. I really think that Chantel really is like this, and this is how her character really is. And this is how we're seeing it as the viewers. I hope she watches it and she can see herself and see that this is not a good look for her. But she's saying this, and she's now saying that since she hasn't talked to her mom at all, she's going to choose the moment to discuss her issues and iron things out with her mom is in the presence of the entire group of people that don't give a fuck about your family. And she wants accountability. And she wants that her mom to accept all the things that she says, that she needs to go ahead. First, the drama, the beef that she had, excuse me, I just had something pop up on my screen. But first, she said the drama that she had, that she was holding on to, was because she said that her mother didn't defend her when Brandi told her to stay in the child's place. That was the beef. Now, the beef that she got now, because she can't stay with one beef, is that she wants her mom to take accountability about every single thing from her entire 30-something years on this earth that she's done wrong. Bitch, are you crazy? We're talking about one human being here. Pick a struggle. But she's picking different things. I'm like, are you trying to manufacture something at this point? Because all the bait that you keep putting out there, Jackie ain't catching. She knows what you're doing. So you're now picking something else. I want her to take accountability for everything that she's done. But your mom came on the show saying that y'all didn't have problems, that y'all weren't good prior to this. You weren't best friends, and every family members, even I have certain issues with my siblings, my family. But the way that you're portraying it is almost like she's looking at you like, what problem do we have that you're making this behavior on TV? This isn't what it was before you came on the show. Yeah, you didn't want to meet your husband, but that was something that you've been doing for a while now. I just gave up in trying to even force you to let me meet the damn man. But we're sitting here and I'm trying to figure out what the problem is, Bandit. That's what she keeps saying. So Chantel now has another issue. She's not mad about the Brandi situation anymore. She now wants accountability for something else. And she's like, I'll have an iota of respect for her if she at least takes accountability for something. Then I'll walk out of there looking at her a different way. No, bitch, you're going to find something else to be pissed off about. Brittany and Denise are like, I support you. We have your back, girl. We gonna be here for you, because we're the big three. This is a family issue, dumbass. Like, what are you doing? This is a family issue. The way that y'all are inserting yourself in this situation is the way that you would want somebody to insert themselves in your family problems. What the hell is this? So I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna wait till this trip. They now get to the trip, right? And the trip is all the girls, all the ladies are there. Evelyn is there, and her motive is to find a moment to let Chantel know if you want to talk privately about what I got, diary of the mouth, and me getting caught up, so I can now sweet talk you and lie to your face and make it seem like, okay, then we can do that. But before Chantel jumps to the scene, we get Brandi and Evelyn having a scene, I think with me, where Brandi tells Evelyn, you definitely owe me an apology. You do. Because first of all, I did your birthday party and maybe things didn't go the best, but I at least made an effort and had your bestie there, Sean. And you didn't show any gratitude. You were unappreciative and you were rude to me last time I saw you. You just dismissive. I'm still trying to find a fuck to give. I don't know why Brandi is wanting an apology to Evelyn because this apology ain't mean shit. She's gonna do something else to you again. Evelyn is jealous of Brandi. Mark my words. Evelyn is jealous of Brandi. I don't care if Brandi's husband slept with the whole world. Evelyn is jealous of Brandi. Brandi has something that she wants. Now we're talking about men here. Men in basketball, men in football, sport men who were raised in this environment where we got people on national television saying it's okay to do certain things to women. It's okay to be loose. It's okay to not respect your home. This is a black man grew up in this environment where a lot of men are not being raised by their fathers and have bad influences and then end up being rich and make all the wrong choices. For whatever reason, Brandi has chosen to stay with this man. And you can clearly see that he does love her, even though he has done some crazy things to her. He's been with her when she went through cancer. Not that I should use as an excuse for her to stay with him. No. What I'm saying is this is a marriage that has gone through some of the worst trials and tribulations and has survived it. And if you know how marriage is, it is so hard to stay with somebody through sickness because your vows say in sickness and in health, for better or worse, till death do you part. That's what your vow says. And some people don't have the strength to endure some things that can happen in a marriage, whether it be financial, whether it be, a issue with bearing children, whether it be extreme infidelity, whether it be maybe baby or a baby that comes in due to an indiscretion. There is so many things that you can experience in a marriage in a lifetime when you're trying to build a life with somebody for 60 something, 70 something years. You have gone through a lot. It is very hard to sustain marriages for a long time without going through some of the craziest things you've ever been through. And marriage, from my understanding, brings out certain sides of you that you never even thought existed. And you'll be looking at you thinking, how could I do that? How did I do that? What happened? With Brandi and her husband and them going through all the troubles they've gone through and have made it out of it. And the other end, Brandi is a wife. And no matter how much that man has done some crazy things, he still loves her and he's still choosing her and she's still choosing him. And it's a public thing. Now, if these stupid hoes now want to go fuck the man after he had told you he had a wife and he ain't leaving her for you, no matter what you do, I'm not leaving her for you. I'm going to still be with her. She's still going to have access to my bank account. She's still going to have access to everything. You were just here for me to fuck. Now, if you still choose to be that person, then so be it. But it's not a reflection on Brandi. It's a reflection of you and him. Evelyn is jealous of Brandi because Brandi is emotionally strong. Brandi is beautiful inside and out. From what I can see, Brandi is the only person that says something worth a damn this entire fucking dinner that happened in Hawaii. Hawaii is beautiful, by the way. From what I see, it's gorgeous. And I'm gonna be there this weekend. I might not be able to do my review on next week. I'm not sure yet. I'll let y'all know if I'm still gonna be able to do it because I'm not gonna be here. I'm gonna be in Hawaii with my stepkids and my friends and the kids and my nieces, enjoying my time out there for the first time because I need a vacation. Okay. But what I'm saying is I saw the pictures and I'm excited to see if my picture is gonna look like that. And I'm gonna post it if it does. But what I'm saying is in this environment, Brandy's the only one who says something worth a damn. She's the only one who says something that has some wisdom in it. I'm gonna say what it is later on as I'm going. But Evelyn gives her some pitiful ass apology. And Brandi clocks it. But she said, I'm tired of these conversations that we're having when we have these imagined beef, where you create a problem that never existed because you have some personal problem with me that I just don't know what it is. Brandi, let me tell you right now. I know you don't watch my review, bitch, but that girl's jealous of you. She's jealous of you and she's jealous of your life and she's jealous of you as a person because certain people's spirit, if you're strong in your conviction, you're offending other people's spirit that are a little bit of an inferior, that feel inferior or their self-esteem is low around you. Brandi is absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely. And she's not easily manipulated. And Evelyn manipulates people. She's the string puller. She pulls people's strings here. That's just what it is. Then you got Jen now comes over here. Jen is also there as well. And they now meet up and Jackie already said that she'll talk to her daughter privately when her daughter's in her presence and they can discuss it, right? But she's expecting to have a civil conversation about why she's so upset. That's what Jackie's expecting. Everybody else is sitting up here running their mouth. I don't know. Brittany apparently now has a problem with Brandi because when she's naming all people she don't want to see in Hawaii, she named Jackie, she named Brandi, and she named one more person I can't think of. Evelyn. She named Evelyn because Evelyn is now on Team Bad on their side. I don't know what Brittany's issue is with everybody that she's picking issues with. They didn't have a problem with her, but I know that she's gonna make her entire storyline this season an issue with Jackie, and then she just picked one with Brandi, and we don't even know where the hell that came from. We don't know, but we find out at this dinner. So they're all sitting down at this dinner. Let me talk about this crazy nonsense that just happened. The one that pissed me off. They're sitting down there, and everybody's saying hello. Jackie sees her daughter and she said, "Hey, Vanna, thanks for coming." She basically welcomes her, says hello to her, like a mother would their child. I think it would be better if they gave each other a hug, but they're not on good terms right now, or at least Chantel has a bone to pick with her and Jackie's still trying to figure out what it is. So she's not going to throw herself on her child. But she says, she calls her Vanna. So she asks, the same thing she calls her baby girl, like a mother who has a nickname for her baby girl. She says, greets her, all that stuff. And Chantel talks about something entirely different. She's no longer talking about Brandi calling her or telling her to stay in a child's place and Jackie not defending her. She says, "Did you say to anybody here that I'm impressionable?" First of all, they're impressionable. Saying somebody is impressionable is not a terrible thing to say. Saying somebody is gullible is not a terrible thing to say. And from what I can see, you are impressionable. As much as you do need to stay in a child's place. There is nothing, if Jackie said that was wrong. The issue here is that she said it according to Chantel. And Chantel is saying, "Well, if you're busy talking about me to the group and you don't want to say it to that nonsense," I'm like, "But bitch, you had first you have her blocked. Second of all, you refuse to attend any of the group meetings. And third of all, who are you to tell your mom what she can and cannot say about you? The girl, she carries you and give birth to you. You tell her what she can and cannot say? Girl, you would not exist if she didn't destroy her body, bringing you into this world. Who do you think you are? You need to stay in a child's place and you need to spank it. She needs a switch to her behind. That's what she needs." But that's what she starts off with. And Jackie's looking at her the way I'm looking at her, the way Brandi's looking at her. Bitch, are you for real? This is what you want to talk to me about? Is if I said if you're impressionable? Now, Brandi said I didn't say that. There was a different word that she used, but it didn't matter. To me, this is just stupid and petty and childish. But Chantel needed something. Then she went off that and she's like, "You never tell the truth. You see the drama you create. You start a whole lot of shit and you da da da." I'm like, the whole question she asked about whether she said that she was impressionable or not is not enough for what she's doing in here. This is insane. This makes no sense. This problem that she created doesn't make any sense to anybody with some sense. Jackie's picking up the behavior and the vibe that Chantel is trying to do. She's going to escalate this. She's going to make this worse. She's going to keep picking at it. She has an audience now, and she's going to now milk that because she has an audience. She only wants to talk when she has an audience. She doesn't want to talk in private. She doesn't want to talk off camera. She wants to have people perceive her mother a certain way. She's out here to get her mother from whatever personal problem she's held onto for a number of years. She's not interested in mending the hurt or healing the pain. She's interested in going after her mother to be vindictive. Jackie, being smart as she is, got up and said, "I'm not doing this shit. These are for cameras. I'm not finna act dumb for cameras. I'm not doing this." Meanwhile, as this is happening, you see everybody at that table just sitting up there soaking up the drama about a family's problem that's breaking apart. They're just sitting there staring and just digesting the issues that's going on in this family, and not one of them is saying anything helpful to nullify this very disgusting display of a mother and of a daughter and a mother. A daughter trying to make her mother look a certain way for the cameras instead of trying to heal the rift between them. That is the difference in how I feel, because I do know that Jackie was a shitty mom in certain ways growing up. But if your intent is to heal yourself and to hold her accountable, like you said, you need to do it in a private setting. There's no reason for you to be airing out your family drama, a bunch of group of girls that just thrive on drama. That's not what you're trying to do, though. You want people to look at her like she's crazy, she's a bad person. You need your ass beat, Chantel. But Jackie gets up, she walks away. Brandi gets up to go and check on Jackie, and Brandi is trying to, have a conversation with Jackie regarding the situation away from the group, but Jackie's already done. She's headed up to here. She'll want to talk about it. Just don't mention my daughter to me. None of you guys need to speak to me about the child I live with. I know her character. I don't need you guys to tell me anything. Y'all didn't raise this girl. I did. So you don't need to speak to me about her. Whatever problem she needs to talk to me, she knows where to find me. She knows my phone number. She knows my house. She has my zip code. She knows the garage code. She knows the freaking code to get into the house alarm. She knows how to get to her daddy. She knows where to find me. She don't need to be doing all this nonsense. So Brandi gets the hint. Brandi walks away. Brandi says, I don't think this is the setting that y'all should be talking about this. And she's 1,000% right. I agree. When Brandi gets back to the table, Denise said something stupid. I forgot what she said. But Brandi clocked it the same way that I did, where Denise was the one. Oh, she asked Denise, how did Chantel find out that Jackie said that she was impressionable or something along those lines? Denise makes it clear that she's the one that told Chantel that. Y'all see this mess? And Brandi says, why would you be somebody's? Why would you get into this mother-daughter situation? Why would you get into it? What is the purpose? What's your MO? What's the goal for you taking this information and telling it to her? Denise said the stupidest shit I've ever heard. Fucking bimbo. She said, if it was my mother, I'd want to know what she said. No, bitch, you won't. Because if you didn't have a good relationship with your mother, it is very snake-like and very malicious for someone to now bring a negative information to the other parent, to your mother about you, and vice versa, because they want to see you fight. If you in your heart are Chantel's friend, you would want her and her mother to be in a better space. And to do that would mean that you don't go. I don't care if Jackie cussed her daughter out. I don't care if she talked shit about her daughter. I don't care if she said anything bad about her daughter. I want this mother-daughter situation to get better. I'm going to keep my mouth shut. If Chantel says, did my mom say something about me? But like, no, girl, she said she loves you. She says she's really sad about the situation and she wants things to work out. She really would like you to just talk to her and fix things. Like, she'd say nothing because I want you to fix it. I want you to make it better. It's the same thing with my siblings. If my sister's over here venting about this other sister and she's saying a lot of shit she shouldn't say because she's mad, and the other person says, well, did she say this about me? I'm like, no, she didn't. Sometimes some lies are good to be told. No, she didn't. In fact, she's just angry. She's just upset and she's just venting, but she really would like you guys to go ahead and fix things and mend things. And this really hurts her. This situation bothers her. So why not go talk to her and make it better? That would be how I would approach it if I really cared about the person. Denise only carried that bone because she likes the drama she's seen between these two people. And that's just what it is. And y'all are pretending as if you're her friend, but you're putting a battery in her back to go and fight with her own mother. Are you crazy? Brandi clocked that. And Brandi said they need to fix this situation, but this is not the environment to talk about it. This is not where you should air out your mother, where you should throw your mom under the bus. Then while Brandi's saying this very nugget that Chantel needs to go ahead and catch this jewel that she's thrown in her direction. It's gold, girl. Catch it. Let your ears catch it. Your childish ears need to go ahead and intercept this in your soul. Chantel doesn't do that. She's so dumb. What she says is, do you know what my mom says about you? Do you know what she said about you behind your back? She had so many things to say about you before we came here. And we're girls. We have moments when somebody will piss us off and we're just going to run our mouth venting about that person. And then we move the hell on. But what I share with you as my child in private, you get in public and you tell that person what I said. That is disgusting. It is ultimately disgusting. This goes beyond you and I trying to make things better. This is vindictive and malicious. Why would you feel the need to tell Brandi that? Because Brandi is saying truthfully that you don't need to be sharing this information and that Denise shouldn't be out here running her mouth and spreading this because she's not trying to help y'all fix this shit. This is sad. I have a mother too. Brandi has a mother-daughter relationship. And this is not something that you're supposed to, you get between a whole family here. Are you crazy? What is wrong with you? Then Brittany comes up with her dumb ass. Jackie's gone. So she got nobody to yell at with her squeaky little rat voice. So she now goes off on Brandi, another imaginary beef. She keeps making shit up in her head. It's like she exists in a different reality that I don't know what goes on in there. It's like rainbows, whatever. Some planet on Mars she's on, because now she's going off on Brandi, and Brandi's now taking. Brandi's smart because Brandi knows when somebody wants a moment, and she ain't finna give it to you. So she's looking at Brittany like the same way I'm looking at her, while Brittany's over there yelling, because you don't have the same energy for anybody, for the same people. You act different with everybody. That's how you feel. You seem mad right now. I mean, your tone seems a little bit heightened, you know? You seem a little stiff. Okay? You need some fiber in your diet. You all right? You want me to pray for you? God bless you. You did this. You did this. You shouldn't have done that because you don't have the same energy for everybody. You just don't. And that's how you feel? Well, thank you for sharing. You need tissue? That's how Brandy's looking at her. Brandy's keeping her composure the entire time. Brittany's looking at ass with her hijab in her head. Take that shit off, girl. Like, you don't even know this nonsense. Take it off. Like, this is not even, if you're here and you're claiming to be a religion that's supposed to be peaceful. I read the Quran. The Quran has some very beautiful things to say in it. I've read the Quran, read the Bible. These all have beautiful teachings on how you're supposed to live your life. But it's people that corrupt it, people that abuse it. And this right here is some nonsense, because I'm still trying to figure out what Brittany's doing. It's like Brittany and Denise are fishing for a moment. Now, Evelyn's not mad at Denise because Denise threw her ass on the bus. And she's like, bitch, we're tired of you. Shut up. To Denise, we're sick of you in this group because you talk too damn much, because now you done got me in trouble and I got to clean up this mess with Chantel. That's what that is. This entire episode, I was just getting hot and hotter. And I'm so sorry that this review was so long, but I wanted to touch on every single piece, and I wanted to make sure my thoughts were cohesive so that way I don't get lost in the anger. But this episode, what the hell? I'm not sure what's going to happen in the next episodes, but between Ty and Denise slow ass and Brittany's imaginary, beef that she's having, she needs to just go ahead and shadow box with the air on that nonsense, because nobody's buying into this. Jackie isn't going for you. Brandi is about to drag your little short ass, because Brandi can whoop your ass too. She can. Evelyn has finally got her ass caught up, and Jackie's been smart enough to walk away. But eventually, Jackie's gonna have to take a switch and really fuck up her dog. I'm sorry, Chantel. As much as I know that Jackie was a shitty mother, and as much as she needs to be held accountable, and she does need to take responsibility for the things that she did do, forgiveness is key. And if you don't forgive this girl, you ain't never gonna get nowhere else. You just not. So there's just a lot here that I think needs to be like discussed, but not in this platform between the two of you. Anyway, that's my review. You guys have a good rest of your day. Bye.